day today.
It's time to ching 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 get a new one of this. Let's go and look at it. Ooh, obviously, I think we're gonna go through this maybe in piss later on. Yeah. You have the two seats that switch back, and then you have all the control panels here. You can control this through the phone, so whatever disco lights I want to have, color, we can have like a proper Eva moment. Those chairs, they like decline. This part here, you can pull it out and make like a pretty much, not a king size, but like you can easily fit 2 people here. The bed pulls out, so this is like a full-size bed. Kitchen, everything, water, you have warm water. The fridge even has a freezer. I'll do my ice cubes. TV. Obviously, I think we maxed out the car with every like extra feature you can have, like stock from Mercedes, pretty much. So there's a bunch of buttons that I don't want to go through.
That you will probably like
I have like 2 in my car currently. So yeah, you have also like the window up on the top there, over the bed.
Oh, you have the window. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, nice.
A lot of storage. Let's move on to the garage.
Let's check it out.
Got it sorted out with the lights. So this is the garage part. What we required was a big garage, because obviously I want to fit as many bikes as possible. We're gonna bring the Harley, we're gonna bring the Supermoto, there's gonna be mini bikes, probably a dirt bike sometime also. What was special here was that we added like a longer base. So I think this one is 180, and I think normally it's like 150, so that's a lot of extra space. Also the van itself, I don't know if I mentioned that, it's a XXL version. Like the big ones you see normally is like XL, so it's a super long car. It's like 7.3 meters, I think. Then we also hired the roof to make sure there's space so you don't hit your head. This is for my extra spare wheels. So basically I can have 2 sets of spare wheels, as I just said. I don't think there's anything else for me to do.
Besides testing it sideways.
Yeah, the car is rear wheel driven. We'll leave it to that. Yeah, oh, about this, I forgot. Like, there's a thing here, as you can see. This is like an AMG bumper. I'll insert a picture of how that looks like when it's installed. I'm gonna deal with that later. Let's go to the front actually. So for the front, we pretty much swapped out the grill to an AMG grill insert, and then we added this bar underneath.
That looks so nice.
I still want the other one on, but like for now, this is how we're gonna roll. Obviously, this part can't be ignored. It's snowy outside, so we have winter tires, which is good because I literally drove up here like it's 2 hours from where I live. I literally thought we were gonna run back with summer tires, so I'm really relieved. But the plan is to get a set of different wheels, and I'm gonna try to control myself and not get like a 20-inch set with like low profile. Yeah. We'll see. I don't know what kind of style I'm going for. Comment if you have any suggestions for good wheels that would fit a Sprinter that can hold up a bit of weight. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking and we're gonna get going.
Make it look easy. Hey, stand up guy on 10 toes. Big body pull up in a Range Rover. I can change the whole game when I say so. I pull up, shut it down, yeah, they know. Running this game ain't a thing for me. I never switched up, no change in me. The only thing changing this season, you go against me, then you know that you tweaking, okay? Cause baby, I'm him, I be on 10. 2-stepping in the party, I do not dance. Watch how I move, make it look easy.
Welcome to my van. Let's have an in-depth van tour where I will go through all the details, all the necessary stuff. By the way, we're currently in Spain. I don't know if this has been mentioned yet or not, but that's why I have sun in my face. So let's start. So, pretty comfortable chairs. You can adjust all 3 of this. They go all the way up. I don't know who wants to sit like this. It's pretty claustrophobic, but it's a pretty nice detail. They're a bit heavy to push. Okay. For me, living on the road has been the biggest issue, that finding food in different countries, because I'm a really picky eater. Finding food has been a pain in the ass, and being able to cook my own food makes me want to eat better, and that helps my riding. So we have running tap water. The pump is not on, that's why the pressure was a bit shitty, but you can turn it on there. We also have one of those cooking stoves, whatever it's called. So this one turns on and it runs by gas. hold that down for a couple of seconds. It's not starting, it's starting. The only downside, if I have to complain, I would have loved to have 2 of this because I'm a bit extra when it comes to cooking. Like, I go big, I want to cook a bunch of different like sides to it, so to be able to have 2 going at the same time, it's not the worst. But anyways, yeah, but for that I do actually have like external camping, whatever those are called, if I want to do that. Well, yeah, that's this little area. Let's jump down to the fridge that is also a bit messy now because, yeah, we live here. You can fit quite a lot.
Yeah.
But definitely have in mind that like getting groceries, you should still get it like day by day pretty much, or every second day. I also have a freezer.
Chicken, ice cream?
Chicken, ice cream, that's so gross.
Yeah.
That's about it. So one thing that I had to think about for this whole like preparing before the trip was stuff can't move and stuff can't break. And worst of all, I get extremely annoyed if I would hear like a sound the whole time when I'm driving. So everything had to be really thought through, and everyone would probably guess that plastic is the way to go when it comes to utensils and like plates and all that stuff, but to me that's a big no-no. I think it feels like not as nice. So I ended up getting a bunch of wood stuff, and I ended up fixating a bit too much on wood, so like a lot of the details are wood. I ended up getting stuff just because they were a specific color of wood. Not that I knew this in the van, but... So there's a few different things. A few cutting boards. This is pretty handy. It's like a foldable, absorbing, like drying the dishes kind of rag, which holds quite a lot of water. I got a bunch of this, which I thought I would be needing to put in between like plates and stuff so it wouldn't make any noise, but we haven't been needing this so far. Packing light, so there's only 2 of everything pretty much. But when it comes to cups, these are not so plasticky, but it's been working so far.
Yeah.
These are plastic though. And as you can see, we have the lit up mug holders, really important. Everything is really snug fit. So I had to build a shelf because obviously there's a lot of height in these cupboards, but I didn't want to lose that because every storage in this van is like godsend, so you have to really take advantage of everything. So that shelf makes a big difference. One of these foldable things are something that is highly appreciated. I don't know what this is even called, so I'm not gonna go into details of that. One pot, one of those pans. Everything is tiny, so that's also an issue. I try to do it. But yeah, when it comes to this, here's all the plates. So wood, these are plastic. So I didn't want to have plastic to begin with, but they're honestly pretty decent for stuff. So when I was in the whole wood thing, I was obsessed with this.
Famous coconut balls.
Coconut balls, because I needed it to look pretty, but these are not as like nice to use for stuff. The don't hold liquids really good, so that's why I ended up getting this as well. But anything else is wood, and if you notice, like none of this actually makes a lot of noise compared to the plastic being really loud. So that's one plus. So in order for the plates not to fall around, I have this little basket thingy. To access this one, you kind of have to move the TV a bit. And in here is all my spices. We have oils, coffee, a cute little, they have labels also.
Labels very important.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's a few different things that I need here. Makes cooking a lot easier. So when we already have this open, the TV is, well, it's like slidable. You can push it in, you can pull it whatever angle you want to have it. And behind the TV, so you have a light here. This is a really good storage. Like, it's big. It goes all the way in there. So here's a bunch of random shit that we want like easy access. So here's a bit of like foods, like dry foods, jacket, hoodies, a bit of everything pretty much. Yeah. So that's a really nice area. So we also have this to get some privacy. It will probably get really dark now. But this curtain is closed. I actually had this remade because the ones that came original
were pretty short.
They were pretty. Oh, I almost fell. They were pretty short. Yeah, I think they ended like somewhere here, and I wanted them to be longer because it makes a big difference if you have to heat up this area plus the whole front or just this. It also helps with the UV and a bunch of other things. So yeah, I think this material of fabric that I have on the new curtains is way better. Let's not forget, we have curtains, both sides obviously. And then you maybe wonder, what is this ugliest thing? So as it says, it's a moisture absorber. This has been working really good actually, because one thing I noticed in Sweden when I was like test camping in the car was that there's a lot of like humidity going on inside of the van, and the last thing I want is for the car to start smelling or to mold or to rust or whatever. One thing that was really important was this. So we have a bunch of these bags with us. What else? Here we have a bit of like kitchen supplies, forks, all this kind of things. There's a few more of those for storage there. Let's switch places. Blankets. So this one opens and closes. Here we have outlets. We have USB-C, USB, and then we have two of these 230 volt thingies, and they are run off the inverter. So when that is on. So this one is removable. If we want to use it as a footrest, or if you want to put up the table, that I'll also show you how that works, and sit on the upside, that works. This is storage as well, and we use this pretty much every day. So this is also like easy access. So this is the dehumidifier that I talked about. This one catches up all the water in the container here.
Works actually surprisingly well.
We use this one a lot as well. This one warms up this whole area really quickly. It's like 2000 watt or volt. But this one is only being used when we're plugged into like an outlet thingy. So not like on wild camping. Camping light, pretty much. Good to have. I'll blind myself now. A few different things in there. So you can fit quite a lot in this little storage here. These two, I would call them more annoying storage. I don't like to store stuff under here.
That's why I got it, or what?
Yeah. So these are removable. Both of these nuts come off. And what you can do then is you can lift this thing. It has like a hydraulic arm there for soft close. Yeah, bags, towels and stuff. So there's a bit of storage under here. But have in mind, like if it's cold or if I want to use the diesel heater goes through all of this, so it can get really warm here. So I have to be a bit careful, like if I'm running that on full heat with what I store in there. Let's close this. I don't have the mattress with me because I left it in Sweden, because I don't think we would ever sleep 4 people in here now. But you can pull this out.
Oh, this goes really far.
Yeah, move your legs. It's not going to be extremely comfortable now. You can pretty much lay straight here as well. So you could easily sleep 4 people in this one.
That's really cool.
This was really uncomfortable. And then the next step is this little thing that we found under there. This one turns into here. And then you screw this on to secure it. And then you come all the way over here. Slide this thing over. And now you have a dining table, working space, you name it. This makes a huge difference, and I love that this one is removable, because if it wasn't, it would be in the way like the whole time. I forgot I have a microwave also. We never used this one though. Cool function is that it has a pre-popcorn setting, so maybe that's nice to use. In here, a bit more storage, same size as this one. In here I have a bunch of, let me turn the lights on, not on. In here I have just like cleaning products, bags, more food stuff, and this cool little thing. This is a little vacuum that works really good, and we use this pretty much every day, and it has 2 settings. One thing that's cool about this, you probably don't even hear me now, it has like a blowing function also, so if you have shit in a corner, you can clean it by like dusting everything off like that as well. So this one is really handy, because it gets dirty and dusty so quick. I don't even know where everything comes from, but yeah. We went through almost everything in the living area. There's just one big detail missing, and that's the bed. So this one reclines. I know I said that before. We will actually insert a video of how it works and how the space is. So as promised, this is the bed. It's pretty decent sized. Oh, I'm laying skew now, but like, this is how wide it is. And there's a window that you can open, and I can pretty much climb up on the roof if I would like to. Then we have this thingies on each side. You can put this on 2 different settings. As you saw there, it went stronger. And then what's on this here, I also have a USB charger, so you can easily charge your phone while you're sleeping. And we have a little storage on each sides here. Forgot to add, I'm already up here, I went up without the ladder, but this thing hooks in like that, so you can climb up. We use this as storage like when we're driving, so every day we undo the bed. I have all my clothes in this one. This is my travel light bag. So in here I have everything I need. But yeah, the bed comes out until here pretty much. You hook it in this one and this one here. So it's a 180 by 2 meter on bed. It's pretty fucking decent size. The only thing that is a bit like is that the height, because I had to lift the garage area because my bike needs to fit under. So I lost a bit of like height up in the bed, but I'd rather have it that way and have my bike slowed in less than a minute, like if needed, than worrying about sliding on my head every morning. So this is the control center. A bunch of different buttons. We have lights for the outside. This looks like this. And then we have reading lights. This goes up by the bed. USB for all the outlets and stuff. 230 inverter, so this is how the car battery, the external, because there's 2 batteries in the car. This charges like the living area battery, plus it turns on all the 230 outlets. This is a water heater because we have warm water, and this is the water pump to get pressure, obviously. So I forgot to show you here, actually. Under the third seat, it's not storage, because here we actually have the water heater, the water pump, and all that stuff. You could use this as storage. I don't know why I forgot about that little section there. But yeah. Before we're moving on to the cockpit, we have a little bit more storage. So this is this one. Here we have like the Wi-Fi router, everything that's like random small shit, I guess. And then here we have a bit more food stuff. And then this also comes really necessary for all the small random pieces that you don't want lying around, so it doesn't look messy. Welcome, welcome. So this is where I spend a lot of the time, pretty much most of the time. I don't sit this far back because I definitely don't reach the pedals. I have to sit all the way forward and I still barely reach. So this car is pretty much maxed out from the factory. As you can see, there's a bunch of buttons on the steering wheel. We have a bunch of settings. One thing that I think is really cool is that we have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth settings. So there's pretty much a built-in like antenna, or not built-in, there's an extra antenna on the roof. You can have Wi-Fi wherever I am. I haven't figured that out yet because I need to I don't know, I'm not really good at stuff like this, but I'm bragging about it. And everything else is pretty much like controlled through the phone. I have an app. I'll quickly just show you a few details. So you can pretty much see all the details of the car. You can lock the car if you want. You can see what you see, like what doors are open and locked. So I guess it's like really nice that you can just double check if the car is locked, if you want to unlock it, if someone is like not having the keys, like if Mossy want to get in, for example, I can just unlock it if I'm not nearby. After
the show, I remember that was pretty cool because you had the key, and then you asked me if you should unlock it, and I said yes.
So cool. That's pretty nice. Definitely didn't have something like this in my old car. Mug holders. We have a lot of them. I don't even know who fucking designed this, but I'm not complaining because there's 2 here. There's 4 here, so we're up in 6 in total.
And then you have
still 4. 2 here. So we're up in 8, and then we have a huge one on the side.
On the side as well.
So 10 mug holders just in the front, and we have 3 in the back as well, and then 2 on the table. So yeah, if you want to come and drink, then you're welcome. And I will show you. So this one is too heavy for me now. This thing is removable really easily if you're a bit stronger. So this seat So this is pretty cool. This car comes with a removable handbrake, so you can take this one fully down. And this one twists us. This one goes 180. This one goes like, I don't know how many there is. But this one goes this much. The other one goes fully back.
That's
so
nice.
if you're a big company, you have a bunch of people over here, like you can be really social sitting like this. Definitely not driving like this. And then it clicks back in. Let's jump to the most exciting part. Before we jump onto the garage, I wanted to show you a quick few details. So this is the outlet for where all the grey water goes. You can pretty much connect a little thing to that if you don't want to use like a bucket or something. This is where I fill up the water tank. So there's an 80-liter water tank. I can use this both directions, both to fill it and if I want to use it to like rinse off stuff in the out. And this is just exhaust for the diesel heater. I would call this a marquise, but I think it's called awning or something like this. Well, this one reclines all the way out to somewhere here, I think, and they have like legs that come down. It's way too windy to be showing you how this looks like now, but I'll definitely add in like a photo or something when I have the whole setup. And now it's time. So the doors open fully like this. There's a stop in between that doesn't work super great all the time, so I try to always open it fully to avoid the cars slamming or the doors slamming. So a bunch of holders. We have the cable for the land power. What do we have on this side? More cables, more products. It's really handy to have those storage thingies. Well, this one did its job already. It came out. So this carpet is here to protect the bumper when loading and other stuff. We have this little footstep to get in and see. Two buttons here. So the garage lights, all the stuff. And then we also have this one, which comes super in handy when it starts loading. We had to use it yesterday and that was great. You also have outlet here if you need to use any power tools or whatever. This one is not fully done. I need to adjust this a little bit. It's not supposed to be held down with straps, but this would have to do for now. I have another one of these poles, so technically I don't know if 2 wheels would fit, but you should be able to fit 2 wheels if you adjust this. Protection hanging on a hook here. We have the helmet, the lovely RUROC helmet that should hang this way. These are for the marquise, the awning thingy, to like take it out. Toolbox. Huge ass loading ramp so I can get the Harley up because I can't do it without this thing. This bucket, the foldable bucket we use for all the grey water. I have 3 bikes with me, as you can see. This is the first time I load up like my whole setup like of bikes. So everything is not fully like figured out yet. I need to load a bunch of times to figure out exactly where I want to have stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and get a bunch of like adapters for this L track just to hang up all this stuff. Like I want to have this room attached. I want to have as much as possible on the walls, because one thing that really bothers me is having stuff laying on the floor, because when I want to load my bikes it should go quick. I don't want to have to remove everything, put it out on the ground and then get the bikes out. I did have to redo the side of the wheel arch, because as you can see the Harley pink thingy crash bar would be in the way. So this one looks a bit different compared to this one. This one comes really handy on this side because you can store stuff like fuel jugs, tables, other stuff. In here it's a mess. We have tools, more parts, the expandable water hose that we use. It's really nice. It expands like 3 times I think. So it doesn't take a lot of space and we can fill up the water tank really easily. More stuff. Camping chairs. This one we use in the front to protect the seats and stuff from the UV. It's pretty long, like as you can see. Ignore this. It's a work in process. But as you can see, like if my bike ends here, the Harley is pretty long. The Supermoto is way further ahead. That should give you an idea of how long the garage is. And up here I can stand straight. I'm also on the ladder, so actually like this.
It's pretty big.
But as I said, work in progress. There will be like tools will be set up differently. I'm not gonna have everything as it is. I need to like, this is something that can give me the worst OCD ever. Like I need everything to have its place, and once it got like its dedicated place, it will not be anywhere else. Just a tiny detail for the exterior. I'm currently on my winter rims. I think by now I should have a set of summer wheels waiting for me at home in Sweden. I don't remember, did I go with 20 or 18? I think 18 inch for once, because I always run the stupid big wheels and low tires, and that was not practical. Any sponsors that think that this project sounds like a cool thing, you're more than welcome to help out. We do already have a few on the way, so there will be upgrades for the van, and there will be plenty more videos with the van. We hope that you like this. I know this was a long ass video, but I know a lot of you guys wanted to see all the details, and you can't really cut that short. I did, I hope. So make sure to leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next upcoming ones. Bye!
Oh, I tell her get low, gon' rock with me. You gon' mess around now and get a shopping spree.